They say after 40 years of marriage, you built a life that's set in stone. That wasn't true for me. Shifted entirely. So I recently, in the last 3 years, went through a gray divorce. A gray divorce is anyone over 50 in a long-term marriage. 65% of all divorces being filed right now are considered gray divorce, which is scary. So after 4 decades of marriage, I realized really quickly that our home wasn't just real estate anymore. It was an emotional battlefield and a financial puzzle. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't mean battlefield like we fought over it. In my case, that wasn't it. But emotionally, the things that go through your mind. So I'm a real estate agent in North Georgia. We're going to go on this journey of real estate and gray divorce. Hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the little bell. We'll be doing more of these. I want you to know I am not a lawyer. I'm not giving legal advice. I'm a real estate agent who went through a gray divorce recently, and that's where we're going with it. I do have notes because this is very important, and I don't want to leave anything out because this can affect your future. So, deep breath. All right. All my years of living, nothing prepared me for navigating life as a divorcee. Even after it's been 3 years since we sold the house. It'll be 3 years. The divorce was final in August. That still seems strange to say, or when I say my ex, it's like, sometimes I say it a lot just to believe it, maybe? I don't know. So, with my professional expertise, my personal survival story, I want to show you how to navigate the beginning, middle, and end of a real estate process during a divorce, especially a gray divorce. When retirement and legacy are on the line, by the end of this video, you'll know the 3 most common mistakes people make when they're selling the family home. And one of them almost cost me my retirement. So let's get into it. In the beginning, just remember everything's a blur. But the first question is, can I stay? And I get it. You may have raised your kids there. You've marked the height on the door frames. You've had your holidays there, birthdays. You know which floorboards creak. And you feel like you're losing even more of your identity if you have to leave your home. I get it. That's your safe place. But the hard question you have to ask, and I had to ask myself this, is keeping this house a dream, or is it going to become a prison? When we're over 50 or 60, the math changes. If you keep the house, you're usually taking on 100% of the mortgage. If it's paid for, you're taking on 100% of half the mortgage because now you got to get a mortgage to buy your partner out. You got property taxes, insurance, which is outrageous. Heating bills, the roof that's going to need replacing in 3 years, and it's not going to be covered by insurance. I've seen so many people, especially women, but men too, win the house in the settlement, and a couple of years later, they're like, I can't keep it. I can't afford it. You get the beautiful kitchen, room for the kids and grandkids to come home for the holidays. You can't keep it. So what do you need to do? Now, in some states, if you've already filed for divorce, you can't close on that sale without getting the judge involved. So it just depends on where you are. Legal advice, legal advice, legal advice. Get your lawyer. Do your due diligence. Are you going to sell before you file? If you are, what's going to happen to the money when you do close, but you're still married? Are you going to take that money and buy another house, both of you? Well, if you're still married, is that a marital asset? I don't know. My ex and I had paperwork signed. We sold our house before we filed for divorce. It sold in a day, so I had very little time to find my next house. If I had to do over with again, I didn't want to waste my money on rent. If I had to do over with again, I would have done a short-term rental for a month or two. But, I mean, you're at this stage in life, you panic. I need a house. I can't be homeless. Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? I'm here to help you through that, keep you calm. Your lawyer will help you through that. And trust me, male, female, it don't matter. It's a lot. So, if you're going to keep the house, or you're going to try to keep the house, here's my advice. First thing is get a clue report. It's a comprehensive loss underwriting exchange. Now, I'm talking for people in North Georgia. If you don't know how to do that, let me know in the comments, and I will walk you through it. And then get a full 100% inspection. Because what if you make a deal on the house, you buy it, and all of a sudden you find $20,000 worth of foundation repairs that need to be done? Is your partner going to pay half of it? I don't know. What kind of deal did you work out? So you need to get a full 100% inspection of the entire house. Make sure there's nothing hidden that... I'm going to walk you through that. I'm going to help you with inspections. We're going to get the clue report. And then once you get all that done and you make your decision on yes, you want to buy it, or no, we need to sell it. And I just want you to know that's a big decision, and it's going to hit you. So we'd only been in our house 4 years, but I'd always made our house a home. So it didn't matter how many years we'd been there. It was our home. It was my home. All right. Logistics can get messy. So let's talk about how to handle the process without losing your mind. We're in the thick of it. The decision's been made to sell, but you're likely not in the best place with your spouse. One mistake I see constantly is using a family friend as your realtor. I would love to help my friends going through a divorce, but I have learned, no. You need someone neutral that's not going to take sides. A family friend will say they can be neutral, and maybe they can be. I would find someone that doesn't know either one of you. Because you've got to think, when you're living in the house, are you both still living there or just one of you? How are you going to handle showings? If repairs come up in the inspections, who's going to pay, or is it going to come out of the proceeds, or are you going to split them 50-50? Having a neutral party in there can really help you navigate all of those issues. I can talk to the lawyers, both lawyers. We can all be in communication together. Then let's talk about the showings. How do you prep a house when one person's already moved out, half the furniture's gone? We're going to have to go in and do some staging. And I will tell you, real estate agents will walk through a house and see in a closet that it's half empty. It's a divorce. They're desperate. We can get this house for less. Might want to ask your spouse to leave behind some clothes. Make it look lived by both of you. You know, but what if you're both still living there, but you're not speaking? Well, it's my job to communicate with all three of us on the showings, what's expected, accepting them, blocking out times that it's not going to be good. So we need a communication buffer. Keep things professional. It's not professional for you, it's personal. I will keep things professional for you, for both of you. In the middle stage, you've got, like I said, the repair budget. Decide now before you put the house on the market how we're going to handle repairs, how they're going to be paid. That may be something that the lawyers need to get involved with. But let's decide before the listing goes live. Because if you get an offer and that inspection comes in, you only have so long that you can sit on it. The buyers expect an answer. So let's talk about that. Let's talk to the person who's scared right now. You may be looking at 40 years of memories you're going to pack into boxes. It feels like an ending. But I promise you, it's a transition. When I finally walked into my new, smaller space, a space that was mine alone, the air felt different. Now remember, this is the first time I've ever lived alone. It's the first house I've ever bought on my own where there wasn't someone else that had an opinion. Maybe you lived alone before you got married, but it was 40 years ago or 30 years ago, 20 years ago. When you're boxing up those memories and you're dividing things up, it's an emotional. You know, what do we do with our wedding pictures? I threw mine away. Anyway, just plan on it being emotional. Bring friends in to help you if you need to. Talk about it with your spouse on who's going to get what personal items. I'm not talking about money and all that, but who's getting the couches? What's going to stay at the house if the other spouse moves out so we know what we're going to be working with? So you're going to get into a manageable life. You will get there, I promise. It's still hard. I mean, as long as it's been for me. It's still hard. Sometimes I'll spiral. Something will trigger me. I don't know where it came from. TV show, a showing, a couple I met. Anyway. Almost done here. So as you finish the process, don't rush into buying the next forever home. I can almost guarantee your next home is not going to be your forever home. Things I thought I wanted, things I thought I needed, they're not that important now. But I'd never lived on my own before. I always bought a house where two people's thoughts and feelings mattered, and the dog, where's the dog going to be, and the kids, and now it's just me. So if we find you the perfect house and it's your forever home, great, we've done a good job. Just don't count on it. That's all I'm saying. Just don't count on it. Give yourself time. See who you are post-divorce, because I can guarantee you, you'll be somebody different post-divorce than you are pre-divorce. You can't help it. Both sides. Can't help. You are different people. Doesn't matter if you're the one that wanted divorce, your partner's the one that wanted it. You're different when you come out on the other side. Your needs when you're 65, 70 are different than they were when you were 30. They're different than they are when you're 50. I mean, when you're 65 to 70, you're looking at Medicare. You know, do you still want to travel? Now, I realize I've kind of gone all over the place with this. That's what Great Divorce is all about. Now, you can have a real estate agent go, no, tell me I'm wrong. If they haven't been through it, they don't know. I didn't know before. So let's start the conversation. Leave me some comments. I'll do another video soon. Hopefully I'll have my thoughts more together, but this first one, it's kind of hard because I've been where you are. I've come out on the other side. I am a better person. The real estate journey part of it was easier on me because I am a real estate agent, but it taught me a lot on how to deal with others going through the same thing, whether you're 30, 50, 60, 70. Doesn't matter. A divorce, especially a gray divorce, is different than widowhood. That's totally different. Even though, yes, you're going to be moving into a home by yourself that you pick out by yourself, it's still different. So there are different ways to navigate. So that's it. Hit the like, share, subscribe, hit all the buttons, because I'm getting old. I need to build this YouTube business up, right? Anyway, I will talk to you soon. Leave me some comments, and if I can help you in the North Georgia area, I'm here for you.